This is Community Connection, putting you in touch with what's happening within the community and on your campus. Here's your host.
Welcome to Community Connection. My name is Rob Thomas. I have two guests with us today here to share information with us about the upcoming spring 2024 student production of Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812. My guests are Matt Krasula, he's the director, and Jeremy Meier, the Owens Community College Chair of the Fine and Performing Arts Department. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hi.
Thanks, Rob.
Thanks for having us.
And big news is coming up with this performance. You want people to audition so that they have an opportunity to perform in this production.
Absolutely. And this is going to be a huge production. The Great Comet is a beloved piece in the theater community, but really it's a premiere for this area. It's the Northwest Ohio premiere. So we're going to need lots of people, and it's going to be a big celebration of theater.
Let's touch on that, and then let's delve into what the play is about. How many roles are there that will require you to fill for, and again, because it's a musical, singing performance?
There are about 10 to 12 named roles, what we would refer to, who all have solos and are significant characters in the show. And it's about 50-50, so there's about 5 men, 5 women. But this show calls for, or it can have, a large ensemble. As we'll talk more, it's set in Russia, and so there's a huge cast of Russian roustabouts, as I will refer to them.
You know, I'm not familiar with the play, so I saw Natasha. I'm going, Pierre, I thought you were going to go more towards the French.
I know. No, they said we have Les Miserables. There's too many French musicals, so
there you go.
Let's do a Russian one.
So when do auditions take place, and what do potential performers need to do in order to prepare for that?
Well, we're really excited to host these auditions, which will be on February 12th and February 13th at 6 o'clock p.m. And this is an audition that's open to all Owens students. You don't have to be a theater major or a music major to audition. Beyond that, our productions at Owens are always open to the entire community. This has been a show that's been asked about in the Northwest Ohio area for a long time. It's been highly sought after, lots of interest. So we're excited to celebrate this production and invite people in to come and audition. In order to find out more information about auditions or to schedule an audition time for either February 12th or the 13th, people can email me. My address is jeremy@owens.edu. Another option is to call 567-661-7277. 567-661-7277. I'll give you all the information you need about the audition, and you can schedule an audition time. Again, we want people to come out and audition for this show. There'll be a couple of components to the audition, and Matt will talk a little bit about with singing and also some movement as well.
What is that?
Yeah, so this is a musical that it is all sung through. There is no moment the music stops. There's one moment of dialogue. It's very dramatic. Cut the music, very intense scene, but for the most part, it's sung through. So we need people who are singers. But the great thing about this show is, for a long time, Broadway theater had this one kind of particular sound where you would have to kind of be able to hit the highest note as loud as possible. Well, this show kind of requires a range of skills. I mean, this is one of the few shows in past years that requires a soprano voice as one of the leads, where in the past it's been a mezzo or alto, a lower voice. And this show really requires a lot of men to kind of have that baritone feel to their voices as well, kind of that gruffness. So it changes what we know as musical theater, and it opens it up to more people.
What makes this musical theater versus an opera? As you said, they're singing through the whole piece, other than that one moment. Is that like a breaking the fourth wall?
No. Well, the composer Dave Malloy wrote this show, and he is a musical prodigy, pretty much. So the show is about War and Peace. It's a 70-page slice of it, and you think, okay, a War and Peace musical, it's going to sound very classical. That is not even close to it. There's a lot of classic Broadway, but there's also EDM, club music, Russian folk. I mean, even
there's anachronisms in there that make it really fun.
Oh yeah, and it feels very, very modern. If any of our viewer or listeners are familiar with Hamilton, it's almost Hamilton adjacent, where it's sung all the way through, but all of the music feels very modern and very made in the current day.
So is it a when we talk about the production, a comedy, a drama, as well as a musical?
It's definitely set as a drama. Like it is a very serious topic. I would not think that young people would be in this production. Not anything extremely crazy, but it is about adults in real serious situations. But at that same point, some of the greatest comedic moments come from tense drama. So it has opportunity for both, as in all great theater, but definitely more of a big, grand, I would almost describe it as like an epic, not even just a drama, but there's everything in it, and there's a vast cast of characters who hit every note that you could possibly imagine in acting and singing.
And dancing and moving too.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's a cacophony of skills that people will bring to the show.
Yeah, I mean, ideally we'll have people who can hula hoop, who can ribbon dance, who can, in a again, perfect world, who can do backflips, who can balance eggs on top of their noses. I mean, we are truly looking for any and all skills that people have. You know, if you are able to make a paper crane, then we want that, because this show requires or asks of its cast to do so many crazy things.
Again, let's touch on those dates for auditions, because you'd like to have people reach out and perform in this production. So go ahead, Jeremy.
Monday, February the 12th, and Tuesday, February the 13th. Audition times will begin at 6 o'clock, and there are different time slots people can audition at. So contact me, Jeremy Meier, that's Jeremy _ MEIER at owens.edu, or you can call my office phone 567-661-7277. You can call with a question, I'll give you more information about the auditions, or you can register for a time.
That's Jeremy Meier. He's the chair of the Fine and Performing Arts Department at Owens Community College. He's joined by Matt Krasula, the director of the upcoming Spring 2024 student production, Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812. What do we want to make sure people are aware of as we wrap up this interview?
That if you haven't been on stage in a long time, or you were just in a show last week, this is a show for you. No one needs to be afraid of their ability. We are looking for people to come and to celebrate what it means to be in theater and what theater is.
I will also mention that rehearsals will begin the week after the show is cast. Rehearsals will run February to March. Production goes up on April the 18th, 2024, and runs through April the 21st.
Thank you. Thank you both, gentlemen, for being here. Matt Krasula, the director, and Jeremy Meier. I'm Rob Thomas. This has been Community Connection.
If your group or organization would like to appear on Community Connection, message us from the Owens Community College Radio Facebook page. From the Owens Outcome Student Media Center, this has been Community Connection.